So, for my active learning lesson, my topic is sound, how sound travels in buildings, from rooms to rooms, maybe how to prevent it, etc. So, here I have my glass bowl with my cling film on top of it. I have my bag of rice here, on my wooden spoon, so I can hit the bottom of the pan to allow the rice grains to bounce up and down on top of this. So, from past experience, I've learned both two types of sound travels directly and indirectly. So direct sound is where sound is direct sound is where materials go in straight lines, and then indirect sound is when it goes through material. So you could believe now inside your own home or your own house at home, like you can see that sound travels in straight lines if you're inside a room together, or also sound can be prevented by absorbing enough materials to prevent echoing from occurring in the room. So just to start off with my Google slide, prior knowledge I had was Leaving Cert, where I did physics to learn this the inverse square law, sound energy. I also, from our modules this year, from our WT 4026 and our 36 modules, I learned that I included sound in my project, where there was an external envelope, through party walls, internal floors, etc. So just to begin out my learning intentions, they're cognitive, psychomotor, and affective. So students will use the correct definition of what sound is: form, mechanical energy, and itself in the form of vibrations picked up by the ear. Students will, for my psychomotor, students will have neat and tidy sketches and various sound insulation materials that exist in building envelopes of dwellings, and my affective students will consider the value of effects of sound insulation on the overall functional of sound. So here I'm going doing a simple experiment. So really it just shows that how sound travels using small grains of rice, which is low mass, weight of mass, and in a building scenario then it's going to be if insulation prevents sound from coming from room to room. So here I'm just going to start off the experiment. So I'm going to get a fingerful of rice. I'm going to drop it on top of the Clinfill and bowl. And here I'm going to come along with my bottom pen, and I'm going to hit the sound. So you can see with the experiment I did from hitting the wooden spoon off the bottom of the iron pan that the rice moves up and down. So that just shows how rice travels, that's how sound travels up and down. Just in relation to my Google site again, I have my COGS learning cycle, which I include my concrete experience, my reflective observation, my abstract conceptualization, and my active experimentation. I've also included my teaching and student activities, where I'll go through this experiment with my teachers maybe for the future when I go on school placement, when I'm going to show students how sound travels in buildings. At the end, then I have my assessment methods. Oh yeah, just before that, I have a brief timetable lesson plan made out on Excel, which shows the names of each student, what time they're going to be doing their experiment. It's an 55-minute lesson where each student has different tasks split up within the 55 minutes. So just in relation to my experiment again, if I wanted to use, seeing that rice has less mass, if I want to use a higher mass, have more weight, I could use 5 cent coins and throw them up here, and it just shows that using more weight can also allow the coins to move up and down through the movement of sound.